On Sunday, as Kanemi Warriors hosted Lobi Stars in Kano, as the hosts looked to make it 4 games unbeaten and repeat the performance which saw them beat Suswan Boys 1-0 in this fixture towards the end of last season.
Oh, that one is gifted, and that surely is goal number 1. I don't believe this. What a lazy effort, and what defensive masterpiece was that? And a good shot, a snap one, and a good goal! Great goal! Excellent goal there. The turn was absolutely sumptuous. The finish was with a plumb. Obioma Arinze, the way he turned and struck immediately. Great goal.
Very great goal, a composed finish.
And then Kanemi, another shot, and another goal. An impossible goal, but look at that, almost similar to the first one that was scored, but this was absolutely a scorcher. What a goal that was coming from Emmanuel Atia, finally. Flag stayed down and another goal line clearance, this time from the substitute, Mohamed Jia. Oh, that was a close one again. Kanemi defending furiously.
Stars had impressed going into it with 3 victories from their first 5 matches, but they would have no such success this time around. Warriors sealing the comfortable, winning 3 of their first 4 games. But their sternest challenge came on the weekend as they took on league champions Kano Pillars. The visitors were searching for a 3rd straight victory, while Pillars were desperate for some consistency.
Taraba FC just coming into the big time for the first time, and they are the first to come forward. And a shot there. I thought it was going to be a shot directed goal. Well, good play from them. And a flying catch, baptism of fire for Theophilus Afelokai. The goal that Pillars have been yearning for did come indeed, and it came as a surprise to most people. Rubale was attempting to get to that ball. Did the ball cross the line? I think it did, yes indeed. And well, he's on a yellow card.
I think that's a red card actually coming out. Yes, it's an early one and they're up against it now.
Precisely what I was talking about. It was absolutely stupid to do what he did. You don't do that. Oh, great touch. And the shot there, splash! What a goal that was! Well, Gambo Mohammed, you cannot put him on a leash. He is unplayable. Chinedu Kawawa is aghast, but I don't think that anybody can blame him for that. A good delivery, and that should be a goal. It is a goal. The pull one back from out of nowhere at all. Well, that was a massive delivery for FC Taraba, and they took that one with a lot of thanks.
Well, that's an own goal actually, from off Omar Sango.
Otekba, it goes for goal! And well, he almost got that right, and it is a goal. Goal number 3, not less than deserved in this game. Canopilas want to end it with a flourish.
The victory was a comfortable one for Masugira in the end. Despite the visitors pulling one back, Pillars never looked like they would surrender their lead, sealing the win later on in what was just their 2nd victory of the season, while the new boys dropped points for just the 2nd time this campaign. With Heartland FC, while the out-of-sorts Enyimba bagged a 1st victory, points separated on goal difference is 2nd place by Elsa United, also on 11 points. Taraba 3rd placed.
What to fight for? Kanemi Warriors normally play in Maiduguri in the northeast of the country, but due to the situation that has been in the country, especially in the northeast for some time now, they've been relocated away from Maiduguri, and they chose to play in Kano, which is a bubbling city indeed the commercial capital of the northern part of the country. Lobi Stars, of course, are no newcomers either. They've been around for quite a while, and they are today confronting El Kanemi Warriors here in Kano in what promises to be an almighty clash. El Kanemi Warriors, of course, the team sheet there. Musa is the captain today. Remember, he used to play with Kano Pillars in this very city. And today he is with El Kanemi Warriors alongside Aloma, Uba, Obunaya, John Dang, Jacob, Ajia Emmanuel. Remember, he used to be with Lobi Stars. And of course, we have Arinze, Torba, and Kuribe. For Lobi Stars, we have as the captain Moses Bunde. Moses Bunde is captain Lobi Stars today. And in addition to Moses Bunde, we have a very strong team with Barnabas Imenga, of course, very much there, as is Steven Eze, the youngster who has been doing great things for them. And we must tell you also that Lobi Stars, first of all, look at the match officials. The center referee is Aliu Abdullahi, with the assistants Donatus Nkung and Kabiru Adamu. Well, Lobi Stars, I was trying to tell you a moment ago, is a team that has almost perfected the art of nursing them and nurturing them from youth. Unarguably, they have the best youth system in the country at the moment, and they've promoted a lot of youngsters from their youth team to the senior team, and it's been paying huge dividends. El Kanemi Warriors, for their part, they're playing in blue, all blue with some white letterings. Group photograph memories are made of those. Salisu Yusuf, of course, he's been around Kelechi. He's a man that Nigerian footballers have become quite familiar with.
Well, I hope he was smiling at the end of the encounter because he had the white man on his face there. And this man, he doesn't look too bothered as well. The coach of Lobi Stars, Evan Togenyi, a man who's gone around the Premier League, Ocean Boys, Jigawa Golden Stars, to name just two of the other sides he has handled.
And the players in the process of psyching up one another. Philip Asukwo, incidentally, has landed in Katsina, where he campaigns with. He's a very, very exciting attacking midfielder, and when he gets going, he can really create problems for the opposing defense.
Kanemi Warriors goalkeeper David Obiazo is in his second season with the Vedugribe side, but the man of interest is the second goalkeeper, George Michael, no relation to the popular singer.
And there we go, it is the visitors, Lobi Stars with the kickoff. Distinctive zebra-colored jersey here they're wearing. And when they're in full flight, it's quite an effort to stop them in their tracks. And don't forget that this is going to be a double-header today, because after this game we have yet another one coming.
And what Bo is talking about coming will be a big game between Kano Pillars and FC Taraba, but you can see the language of chance. Channel 1 is English, and for Channel 2 that's Pidgin.
Take your choice there, but either way you're bound to watch great football action here. Solid defending, not giving any quarters at all. Felix Osia looks very strong. Lobi Stars. The referee says the throw-in is it's a free kick. Actually, it was the tackle he wasn't happy with, so it's going to be a free kick to Lobi Stars.
Stadium, you would expect.
Because it was easily dealt with. Action to resume now as Felix Osia receives treatment, but the way he reacted, it would be great really to see him come back onto the pitch.
You might not notice it by looking at your screen, but it's the boiling point almost is something you would have gotten used to.
And actually, Kelechi, if you get a close-up shot of the pitch, you would suspect that you can see heat waves actually shimmering and vibrating. It looks positively frightening. So you must hand it to these guys.
We've seen just over 5 minutes of action here. Nothing yet to speak of about the two sides, but I think it will be instructive if Lobi Stars can pick up the runs of the El Kanemi Warriors standing captain Musa Musa. Twice now he's escaped down the right, and with barely a defender in view.
El Kanemi, there they come again. Oh, great movement there. Losing his man and sending the ball across, but too close to the goalkeeper. No. Once again, they had the opportunity. Once again, they really fluffed it. Jacob Mbam that time.
And that was a rather lazy cross from Mbam. When you're in a cast of space like that, he really did well to turn very quickly. He had left his backers in his wake. You whip it at pace, but that was rather pedestrian. And in the end, absolutely no problems for Teka Melai.
Moses Bunde with the delivery. And a bit of a miscue there from El Kanemi, and Lobi Stars are racing away, but that's been checkmated.
We're here to see the first win of week 6 in the Nigerian Premier League. The 2 matches played yesterday, finishing in draws. So that was a snapshot. Could easily have yielded something for Lobi Stars. That would have been a shocker, because that's the first time they've gone forward in this first half. Very good attempts, just try to side foot that into the far corner, but the passage Sapa was not going to get that on target. But I was talking about victories, and week 6 yesterday, 2 draws, Kaduna United and Heartland. You saw that on your World of Champions, and the big game in Port Harcourt finishing blanked between Dolphins and Rangers International. That one ended in a scoreless stalemate.
El Kanemi moving the ball around much better than Lobi Stars at the moment. El Kanemi Stars exuding some confidence, and there they run again. Again, in the final third, they've let themselves down. But that cross, another wayward one. And again from Jacob Mbam.
That's the 4th time already in the first 9 minutes that El Kanemi has escaped down the right, in behind the Lobi Stars left back. He's got to watch it. Maybe some comfort for Lobi Stars down that defensive left is the profligacy of the El Kanemi Warriors front man. They've just not been spot on.
Oh, beautiful football there, deft touches, and well, a bit of indecision on the part of the goalkeeper. Obioma Arinze really did show some skills there, and that pass was meant for him, except he wasn't able to latch onto it. Now Ashu at the left side of defense for Lobi Stars has got to be very careful. Oh, that one is gifted, and that surely is goal number 1. I don't believe this. What a lazy effort, and what defensive masterpiece was that?
I think it is the injured player from earlier, Felix Osia. who saved that one. That has to go down as one of the saves of the season, but didn't come from the goalkeeper. He really kept on the run, but I think the player should have scored. It should have been 1-0 to Academy. He didn't actually play that in the best manner. But again, atrocious defending here. This is far too casual from a Lobi Stars point of view. You can't play that sort of pass at the back. Easily the goalkeeper was taken out. And what was he thinking of? You put that into the roof of the net. He tried to roll it in, but Osia was coming across and putting that as counter block. Fantastic. It should have been 1-0, but instead we're still all square.
Ndubisi Kuribe, he should have put that one away, but don't take anything away from Osia. That was incredible, the way he recovered and came back to save that. But, well, I think the referee is going to make it a drop ball because he did stop play to have a look at Osia.
All right, and it's just gone past the 10-minute mark. Still scoreless between these two sides. Kanemi Warriors currently in 12th position. But it is an early booking for John Paul, player who turned out for Jigawa Golden Stars when they were tutored by the current Lobi Stars boss Evans Ogenyi. He's got to watch his step from now.
Musa again. El Kanemi still trying to exploit that right flank. It's been paying dividends even if they've not got a goal from it as yet. But there they come again, Emmanuel Agia. It's going to be a free kick to El Kanemi, and it Ashu, who's the guilty party. I think he has cause to say sorry to Obioma Arinze there.
Obioma Arinze. As one of the stars of January's Championship for African Nations, Barnabas Imenga, it's what you expect him to do. He had only one thing on his mind. Again, another wayward pass across the defense. He latched onto it and smashed himself out over the crossbar. He's beginning to liven up.
The way the game is going is proving to be quite an interesting one, and I think it's also exciting as well. We've seen its playoff skills from both sides. We've seen close shaves. Seen
given away by El Kanemi Warriors. The player who was involved that time, Kabiru Uba. Well, completely took the Lobi Stars player out of the equation. The player who bore the brunt of that was Philip Asoko.
Lobi Stars just steaming in there, but the referee says free kick to El Kanemi. Moses Bunde is keeper of the side. Never mind the direction in which the sea there is facing, because it's actually upside down. What I'm sure he's interested in is getting the ball into the net and possibly collecting the 3 points for his side here.
And in terms of possession, in the first quarter of an hour, is El Kanemi Warriors, who are by far and away the better side, 65% of possession. But possession doesn't really count if you can't score.
Still El Kanemi asking all the questions here. They have another chance to go forward. Well, that effort was not properly placed from Undubisi Ekuribe. It's still that right flank that they're trying to exploit. It's still proving not quite fruitful for them. And I think it's going to be a free kick, yes, indeed, to Lobi Stars. Now, I expect you're experiencing the same difficulty some people are experiencing here with regard to the numbering on the jerseys of Lobi Stars. It's a bit sometimes to read their numbers. So it makes the job that to plod ahead and enjoy this game.
Playing surface, though synthetic in nature, but earlier, about 2 hours before kickoff, the pitch had a sprinkling of water. That Ruben Ogbonna, formerly of Ojizo Carlo United and Babanawa, relishing life in the top flight with El Kanemi Warriors. Last season, including themselves with a fourth but they aim to get into the top half of the table if they can take 3 points here today. Lobi, no such problems, third at the moment, and whatever the result here, they are guaranteed to stay at top Warriors.
The player is down, but play continues. And finally, I think that because of the heat, he has to put the ball into touch. He stops play himself. What's still goalless here between El Kanemi and Lobi Stars.
I think Lobi are still struggling down the left side of their defense. Most of the attacks by Lobi, but El Kanemi have come through that direction.
Philip Asukwo get the ball out of danger area, but it's still El Kanemi in control. Jacob Mbam is doing a good job in the midfield there. But that one is fairly won by Lobi Stars. Asukwo. Ashu. A Ray forward. And Lobi Stars, the flag goes up. And indeed, I think they were in the offside position. And another trap to the good for El Kanemi.
They've got to watch it. They've had the better of the forward play, El Kanemi Warriors, so far. But Barnabas Imenga, a very pacey sort of player, you've got to watch it when he's hanging around. Yeah, Teka Melai was one of those who was in the frame. Just missed out.
to explain it.
I think Benjamin Tauber has been booked. That's a rash of early yellow cards. Just about halfway through the first half, 3 yellow cards already. 2 to Lobi Stars and 1 to El Kanemi Warriors.
Right at the halfway point of the first half. And Moses Bunde bringing the ball forward, but no problem for David Obiazo in goal for El Kanemi.
Would have been quite something. Moses scoring against David.
Finally, I think Jacob Mbam was left with no choice than to try and win that throw-in for his side, because the attention he was getting was a very close one. There he is again, and this time he ends another throw-in for his side. Or indeed a corner kick it is.
Last corner was a very poor one. Delivery, better delivery needed this time.
But again, it's Idris Aloma. This time he decides to do it with the left foot. And a much better delivery there. Oh, good goalkeeping from Melai. Contact with the goalkeeper means it's going to be a free kick to Lobi Stars. But that was much better from Aloma.
Much better, it has to be said. The former ABS man, he really whipped this one into the 6-yard box. But there are no blue shirts. Okay, a blue shirt coming in, making contact with the goalkeeper. And Aliyu Abdullahi, the center referee, saw that all the way. But good hands initially from Tekar Melai.
It's Lobi coming forward now. A pass that may be too strong. It is indeed too strong for Barnabas Simenga. Fleet-footed as he is, even he could not get to that ball in time.
Simenga rarely shown in South Africa, although as a super sub of sorts, never really did get to start in the championship for African nations, but he got a couple of goals in the mix.
Ashu now. Lobi Stars. They're easily dispossessed of the ball by El Kanemi, who, for a change, give the ball away themselves. But Ashu, he's been very busy, and that wing where he operates has also been very busy since most of the attacks by El Kanemi have been launched from that right flank. Moses Bunde fortuitously wins the ball. Eagle-eyed center referee Aliyu Abdullahi, he saw that.
He saw that. And that's quite something, because that happened in a twinkle of an eye.
But I think it's safe to say that up to this point, El Kanemi have been perfectly in control of this game. And they've not really looked in any serious danger since the kickoff. It's perhaps they themselves who've been letting themselves down in the final third of their opponents. Otherwise, they've had the opportunity going forward. It just hasn't been quite sufficiently well crafted. Well, nobody will accuse him to be Steve Kuribe of not looking up. He did look up and then let go. That was, even he didn't appear to have any confidence in that.
Well, I think he did look up a bit too much because he really went up with that effort. That's right in front of Aliyu Abdullahi, and he's seeing things from longer distances. He was never going to miss that.
Felix Osia. It's a good thing he was able to come back and continue with this game for Lobi Stars. But there, El Kanemi go again. Good run. And an opportunity to hit, but the flag had gone up. It's offside and wouldn't have counted. Obioma Arinze thought it was good fortune, but not quite.
And I like his strike, the final strike, though he's been cut offside, but he really took it in his stride and lashed in that left-footed effort. But that man again stood tall. I think getting some stern words from Aliyu Abdullahi for time wasting. Play the ball. At halftime, you tell your defenders what they're doing wrong. I think that seems to be what that man, Aliyu Abdullahi, was telling Tekar Melai.
Kanemi ball forward, and a great run there. The goalkeeper is beaten. Another chance, and this time, what is happening? He's stumbling, and he's wasted again. I don't believe this, but that finish from Emmanuel Ajia was really atrocious. But I think fate also took a hand in matters here.
But really, how do you describe this? This is where were the defenders from Lobi Stars? Tekar Melai had to go outside his 18-yard box, and after a slip, again, fortune smiled. I think that was a critical moment, because if he had kept his footing, I think Kanemi Warriors would have been a goal to the good. The man there moving very well was Jacob Umwam. Managed to quickly get round Tekai, but the final effort from Ajia left a lot to be desired.
Some recriminations going on amongst the defense of Lobi Stars there. As well they should, because that was, I think it was more of a case of no defending at all than atrocious defending, because Melai was left totally on his own. And if they hadn't been fortunate to have that slip up by Mbam, I think we should be talking about the first goal in this game.
And to tell you how bad it's been defensively for Lobi Stars, that's the second time in this half that the players will take the ball around the goalkeeper. No fan wants to see that. No goalkeeper wants to see that. To be left that exposed, not once but twice already in this first half, it tells you, you know, bad things could be on the way for Lobi Stars. But they have Melai to thank. He's run outside the box, forced him to drag himself wide. Eventually he slipped. And the final effort from Ajia, he couldn't keep it down.
Possibly with Melai also still putting him off at the final moment. I think that's been brave goalkeeping, even when he had been left completely alone on his own there. Good goalkeeping from Tekar Melai. But Lobi Stars survived for a second time. You begin to wonder how many times they're going to be able to get away with this. And Lobi come forward, a trip, they win a free kick. Lobi coming forward, Asukwo for the men from Benue State. Well, that was so innocuous. I really do not think that Kingsley Ashu was guilty of anything there. But the referee seems to be playing it by the book, strictly by the book. And you have to say that all of his calls so far have been in accordance with the rules, even if he seems to be a little bit on the strict side this afternoon. Considering that we've seen 3 yellow cards already in this game.
A better strict than lenient from referees any day.
That's the man that was suspended there, and he also get his men forward. Ashu turning the ball. Given away there by Kuribe. Was it handball? I think yes. Barnabas Imenga has been adjudged to abuse his hand there. And El Kanemi again in a hurry to get things going. And the hurried ball back to Melai.
There are simply too many anxious moments at the back for Lobi Stars. It's not where you want to be. They are the team higher up the table. 9 places higher than El Kanemi Warriors, you would have expected them to really be setting the pace, but that hasn't been the case. El Kanemi maybe should have been 2 or even more goals up here, but that's the law of football. If you don't really stick it in the back of the net legally, well, you can't claim to have done enough.
The game would seem to have slightly tapered off. The Lobi Stars, they've been lucky a number of times in this game already. They want to come forward. The flag's gone up very quickly. Now that is rather uncertain whether she was in the offside position, but Lobi Stars would seem to be getting slightly more adventurous, just a little bit more than they've been in this game. Again, as back to goalkeeper Melai. And the 35th minute is still a no-score situation here at the Kano Pillar Stadium in Kano. El Kanemi Warriors of Maiduguri nil, Lobi Stars of Makurdi, we keep saying, even though they play in Katsina Ala in Benue State, nil as well. Musa. Menga. He's taken very much after his father, Barnabas Menga, who himself was a great player for Nigeria. Well, that one is given away out of panic, I think. It's a wry smile on the young man's face. But it's a corner kick nonetheless to Lobi Stars.
I guess he wouldn't be smiling if someone was to stick this ball into the back of his net. The El Kanemi Warriors player, that was a way too casual by him. He had a lot of options, and the best he could do was give away the set piece.
It's a good delivery, and the goalkeeper missed it completely. He was lucky there. There was a blue shirt available to knock the ball away, but Bunde again. He didn't lift the ball sufficiently. Gets a third bite on the cherry for his side. But finally, Ajia Emmanuel. A spell of pressure there from Lobi Stars. Good turn. Dubisi Kuribe is operating from the left wing now. He swings from right to left and then back to right again. Menga with a good pass. A great pass coming through. Ajia is, Ashu is there. Ashu sends the ball across the face of goal. Oh, well, that would have been absolutely madness for Ruben Obundaya, because he could have lashed that ball into his own net. He was lucky, massively lucky there.
And again, he was a bit too casual. He was facing his own goal post. Had a man behind him, that's Menga.
Moses Bunde attempting a shot from range there, but Lobi Stars at least momentarily pinning El Kanemi down in their own area. Musa would want to shadow that ball into touch. He does succeed in doing that. It comes with experience, you know.
He's had loads of them playing for the team that owns this ground. Kano Pillars only left them after nearly 6 years to join El Kanemi just 3 months ago. Well, you can see possession stats changed in the last 5 minutes, 60 of it for Lobi Stars and just the 40 for El Kanemi Warriors. But still, in front of goal, these sides have not done anything to telling effect. It's still 0-0, and we have just 7 minutes to the halftime break.
Have the benefit of a free kick. Musa delivery. He saw his man standing there alone. Kanemi. I think he wants to go back with that ball, and it's swung across now. Well, the referee is not going to award anything for that. Musa, and a good shot, a snap one, and a good, oh, great goal. Excellent goal there. The turn was absolutely sumptuous. The finish was with aplomb. Obioma Arinze, the way he turned and struck immediately, great goal.
Very great goal, a composed finish, but they've been building up to that. When the ball was sent across here, we've been talking about this left side of the Lobi Stars defense. You can see the quick control, turn and shot into the far corner. Absolutely nothing otherwise the excellent Tekamelai could do about that. Well-deserved goal, and this coming after a period of dominance by Lobi Stars.
Stars would obviously want to reply very quickly, but the fact is, at the moment, after 39 minutes of action, it's El Kanemi 1, Lobi Stars 0. It was a wonderful, wonderful finish from Obioma Arinze. And indeed, based on the whole balance of play up to this 40th minute, you could say it's a well-deserved lead for El Kanemi Stars. They've been the better side up to this point, but in the last 10 minutes or so, Lobi Stars did come up very strongly, and it's ironic that that's when they conceded the goal, when they were actually on the front foot themselves. I know that El Kanemi would not want to take their foot off the pedal here. Bunaya has been one of the busiest on the field for the men in blue. They want to be patient, they want to build up again, they want to take their time, and they don't want to do anything rash, since there's this tendency for teams to concede shortly after scoring themselves. Too casual a pass. The Menga, great pass from him, and a shot, and well, not too far off the mark there. That is a snapshot, and that's how you really respond when you've considered a goal.
David Obiazon knows that he's a lucky chap, because when the ball was killed here, it was very, very well struck from John Paul. He knows he was not far off with that effort. That's encouragement for Lobi Stars as we head towards the interval. But still, it is that turn and shot strike from Obioma Arinze that separates both teams.
Benga, nimble of movement. The referee says play on, and rightly too, because Ebere had lost the ball before he went down. Musa now from that same right flank. El Kanemi coming again. Is he overdoing it, or is he? Eze couldn't get to the ball. El Kanemi still out there, but finally it's that big man that lashes the ball away. Musa. Eze will get that ball away. Like a rock in the defense for Lobi Stars rather. It's a push, it's going to be an El Kanemi free kick.
Eager to get back on level times, Lobi Stars, but that was illegal from Safa. Into the 44th minute, 1-0 it is to El Kanemi Warriors. On the balance of play, you would say that was probably justified. That's the second match of the day, Canopilas against FC Taraba. And the men you see sitting down wearing light blue jerseys Our players of FC Taraba just arriving the match venue. They will face some stern examination later.
But at the moment, it's Lobi Stars who are facing all sorts of trouble here. And unfortunately for them, El Kanemi rather, Jacob Mbang couldn't get at the end of that ball. And Ashu, it would have been all he could do to really stop him. Ashu has not had a sterling performance today. And his wing has been exploited time and again by the rampaging El Kanemi.
Well, it's a surprise that Evans Ogenye has not thought of deploying more men towards to help out Ashu there. The pace of Musa down that wing has really left him exposed several times. And Inenga has he's not exactly been his sparkling self up front for Lobi Stars.
Lobi take over again. Seem not to be too sure what to do. Imenga is needed support and a great pass from him. He knows how to place those passes. That was lazy, really. Very lazy football.
I think he was looking for a free kick, and that's surprising because absolutely nothing happened there, and Ali Abdullahi wasn't going to give anything. Well, just a couple of minutes to be added at the end of the first 45. A couple of minutes. We enter the first of those. And it's still El Kanemi Warriors who lead and still attack.
Melai was taking no chances there. And good touch to the ball by Emmanuel Ajia. He ensured that they retained possession as we approach the final whistle for the first half here. First half that's been ding-dong between the two sides. But El Kanemi have been the sharper of the two sides, really. They want to hold onto the ball as much as possible and go into the break in the lead here. But they're giving the ball away. That was careless. Philip Asukwa with a free kick for Lobi Stars. Imenga will go for goal, but he decides to chip the ball straight to an opponent. Lobi Stars, they're running out of time here. They have less than 20 seconds left. And I think that El Kanemi, well, I thought they were going to hold on to that ball for the next 20 seconds or so and ensure that the final whistle for halftime counts. As indeed they're doing. Is that goal scorer, a pitch of a goal, Obioma Arinze. Arinze is the difference between the two sides. A lucky free kick for El Kanemi. But a free kick nonetheless, which seems as if it's going to be the final action. That's the free kick conceded there.
You're going nowhere, according to Lobi Stars. And
it might well be the final reasonable action of the half. You would expect that as soon as that free kick is delivered, whatever happens is going to be the halftime whistle. And there indeed it comes from Mr. Aliu Abdullahi, the center referee. He's done a great job in the first half. He's made the right calls, and there's been very little argument against any of his calls, really, from either of the two sides. Evans Ogenye, well, he has something to discuss in the tunnel with his boys. He must have one or two words to say to him, and I'm sure Melai himself will have a lot to say about how he has been exposed in this game by his defense. Stephen Eze and his co-defenders must take responsibility for the lukewarm approach of Lobi Stars in the first half. They could do a lot better, but it's ended here after the first half. El Kanemi Warriors 1, Lobi Stars 0.
This April on SuperSport. There's more magic in